want to actually talk about it.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that. This is a Hub 408 episode 133.
133.
My name is Ron Sar. This is Jay Jericho, Jobson Prime, Ninja Iceberg in the house. Again, I would have loved the last 5 minutes to have been online, but for safety purposes, we're not going to talk about that right now. But how's everyone doing? Ninja, how are you doing? Besides besides that
Besides
conversation
all
we had.
that, yeah, it's all good. Just chilling.
Uh, there you go. Joff, how are you?
I'm cool. You know, I'm good.
Michelle, Michelle, Jason, how are you?
Really good. Saying,
There you go.
me and
Yeah.
me and Joe Boss celebrated 2 milestones this week. So
There you go.
All right,
Congrats
all
to
right,
you
all
guys.
right.
I'm doing okay. So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing good out there. Let's go ahead and let's share this actually, because I do want some viewers to check out our stuff.
maybe I should go live.
Yes, I think you should.
Eh, eh.
Trying to move some product here.
That'd
Trying
be
to
a
move
good
some
idea.
product. Go to Elite X official merchandise in my Facebook link. On the you can buy all the coolest Elite X gear right now. Soon Hub 408 merchandise will be available as well too, guys. So make sure you guys check that out. Let me go live real quick on my device here. Thank you to Kumu. Thank you to all the other platforms that's having us on right now. Talk a little bit about what's going on in the world, and we're going to be talking about the best. I'm not prepared for this, but we're talking about the best breakup songs. We're talking about the
Friendship
best
songs.
friend zone songs. You know what I mean? So that's what we're going to get into tonight.
There, there is like I never really thought about it, but there is a surprising amount of like breakup songs and friend
Yeah,
zone songs out
it's
there.
pretty
Like I didn't,
crazy.
yeah, because you normally think about like songs as like love songs, if you're talking about
Hmm.
like emotions and stuff like that. And then
Hmm.
you listen to hip hop and stuff like that. It's all about like the everyday type stuff. So you never really think about it. And then I started looking through all the songs that are like on my playlist, and I'm like, holy crap, there is a lot of breakup songs. I've got like 20 or so if we
Jesus.
actually want to go through this.
Are they well-known songs too?
Some of them are pretty well known, and some of them are not. Um, but yeah, there's a big amount. I
All
was
right.
just surprised.
Okay, guys. Sa lahat ng mga tao dyan sa baba, I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome to the brand new Kumu users also out there.
Yes, welcome
You
to the
feel me?
newbies.
Yeah. Say what's up, Joff. You know what I mean?
Why are you guys here, Doc? Why are you wasting time?
We trying to
On
move
a
merch,
Friday,
Joff.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm
Why are
trying
you
to
doing Friday?
reverse
Why are you here on a
psychology. You know what
Friday?
I'm saying?
He's trying to
Like,
do reverse psychology.
Oh, you're trying to.
can't be in this club, whatever. Like, pretend that club's line is long, but you're just holding people
Oh,
in.
shit.
Like, you're just holding people out. Shit. So
There's
it
only
looks,
like
I don't know.
there's only 12 people in there.
yeah. So it looks popping
Uh,
outside. Just like, oh man,
Yes.
that club fucking line is long as shit. And you're just a bouncer,
I'm,
just
I'm
holding people, like not letting people in. That's just me, dog.
I got you. That's actually a good technique.
nice.
Yes.
Way to
To rope him
neg
in.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pickup artist over here.
Better than a hitch, right? Or better than
Yeah.
a. Oh, by the way, real quick, I just wanted to get into this real quick. I probably will have it as a reco. Have you guys seen that new Bel Air, Fresh Prince of the Bel?
Nuh-uh.
Nah,
Man, man,
I don't have Peacock.
ah,
I might have Peacock. I don't know.
I don't got Peacock.
it's really good though. It's really good,
Is
and
it?
things that there's Easter eggs for us, to like. Oh, I remember that from an episode and stuff, but it's it's the most serious thing. That's you take something fun, yet you put all of a sudden it turns into a basketball series. Like it's about Will trying to make the basketball team, who's an awesome baller too. You know, he's a scouted Division 1 type player. All of a sudden, he gets into a little fight, which is not even really a little fight. It's actually pretty scary. So they not only modernize it, but then there's this one scene, right? Spoiler alert. There's this one scene where Carlton is in the gym with all of his friends, his white friends, and they're playing Bobby Shmurda. We all love that Bobby Shmurda song. But all these white dudes is legitimately saying the N-word with all of their heart, their chest. You know what I'm saying? And Will's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Why would, he steps up to them right then and there. Like, Will wanted that smoke. He climbed up the chimney. You know what I mean? He legitimately wanted that smoke. So, like, when they deal with things like that, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? So, I was going to see if I didn't know if you guys had seen that, because it's so cool to see something from our past. We usually get reboots and, reimaginations, I guess. And sometimes they don't really pan out that well. And all of a sudden you got another show that's out there in the world that's pretty good. So I don't know if you guys ever get a chance to check it out, but please do, along with all the other stuff that we talk about here. But yeah. Hold on, I just wanted to finish sharing our stuff here.
What's up, Adequate? DJ Adequate in the house.
Hey, how are you, friend? Shout out to Lester also. Shout out to Reindeer, who's in the house too. I appreciate you guys. So, guys, we're going to be talking about... All right, Jason, you're the one that... we're like a week late. We're like a week late.
We're super week late. But, so we were supposed to do this show last Friday. But, of course, there were some family stuff going on that we had to take, especially Ron had to take care of. So, we had to postpone. So, 1 week later, we are doing, because you know how last year we did the Panty Melters draft. So, of course, Valentine's Day is still Valentine's Day week, so to speak. So, you always pick your love songs and this and that. You give it to your significant other or, whatnot. But I said, you know what? I talked to the guys and said, you know what? Let's do the opposite. Let's do breakup songs, heartbreak, friends. You get friend zoned. Just to see what we could come up with, and if people within our audience wants to participate, you guys can put your choices up there too. So it's not a draft. We're just gonna blurt out a couple songs, like titles and artists who sang them.
I know Joff said that. Well, I said that I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
For this episode, but Joff was like, "Yo, I'll just go off the top of my head." Ninja's over here talking about, "Yo, I have a lot of breakup friend zone songs in my playlist right now." So let's see what we got. Let's see what we come up with. Jason, you want to start us off, or
oh yeah,
or who wants to start it off? Who wants to start it off? I don't know.
I'll go.
Are we gonna play any of the songs, or are we just gonna talk about it?
I don't know if we can. Can we?
Maybe the first 15 seconds.
Yeah. Really briefly.
Okay.
Or a certain bar.
Hey Waldo, you got this on cue because I'm not set up for it.
Oh, I don't have anything set up for it right now. No. We don't have to.
Yeah, we don't have to. If they're curious, they can look it up. So.
Yeah.
Hey, Tough Cookie Mom. What up, Taters? What's up, Ken D? How are you guys? Again, we're talking about the best breakup songs, friend zone songs. Jay, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know, for some reason this is like one of my first and favorite songs for some apparent reason. I don't know why. So I am going like super old school with this. Like this is pretty much our parents' music.
Our parents' music. Okay.
Yeah. So I am going with the great Al Green. How can you mend a broken heart?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, are there elements in there where they're breaking up, or is he just...
I think it's like he's going through all the phases. I believe, if anything, just like the breakup and then his heart being broken at the same time. So
Taters here, by the way, had put a breakup song. He's choosing AC/DC's "Highway to Hell." Good pick.
it is a good pick.
Jason, you were talking about this Al Green song, "How to Mend a Broken Heart." You said that our parents would play this.
Well, not play this, but like it's in their era. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like it's our music.
Yeah,
but
I'll bring up the lyrics. We can talk about the lyrics. That's probably safe.
All right. Let's see what Waldo comes up with here. Is Joff working too? Joff?
You want me next? I'll go next.
All right. Well, hold on. We'll pull up these lyrics real quick for Al Green's "How Do You Mend a Broken Heart." What are some standout lyrics there, Ninja?
All right. Well, the chorus is, "How can you mend a broken heart? How can you stop the rain from falling down? How can you stop the sun from shining? What makes the world go round? How can you mend this broken man? How can a loser ever win? Please help me mend my broken heart and let me live again."
Damn.
So that's
She
the
just
chorus.
You should just jump off the bridge, bro.
he is broken for sure.
Mad puss.
Yeah, it's oh my god, it's written by Barry Gibb and Robin Gibb, the fucking Bee Gees.
Okay.
Oh shit. I didn't
All
know
right,
that.
Taters, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, Taters. All right. Joff,
Yeah.
well, I was going to say what was your assessment of that, but I think we know. Yeah, I'm not too fond of the bars he had right there. Although a very famous song, Tough Cookie Monster is saying "Unbreak My Heart."
Yeah,
I believe
Tony
Braxton.
Yeah, Tyson Beckford died. Fucking breaks your heart for sure.
Yeah, not really a breakup song, right? Yeah,
The
not
video.
really a breakup
It's
song.
like it's a heartbroken song. I think that's what I was aiming for, like a breakup, heartbreak, friend zoned,
Yeah.
those type of songs, man.
I don't want to. I mean, if we're gonna talk about like people dying, I have a perfect song for that.
Well, I said Joff
But-
said it was pertaining to the video, right? Tyson Beckford died
Yeah.
in the video.
Fucking, fucking face planted doing his motorcycle.
There you go. And I remember when that video came out, I specifically do remember Joffrey talking about that part. He's like, dude, you see the way Tyson Beckford died and shit? I was like, yeah, all right. All right, Joff. You know what I mean? Like, that's a little weird.
Bro.
All right, well, Joff, what is a song that you would choose? Either a heartbreak song or what is it, like a friend zone song or something like that?
Oh, heartbreak song for
Okay.
sure. Fucking, this is my breakup song.
Your breakup song. All right, let's hear it.
Hit 'em up. Tupac.
Now, what, Ninja? Can you pull up those lyrics, by the way, please?
All right, yeah. Let's see. What are some notable lyrics?
I think
to
the
this?
intro. I think for Joffrey would be the intro.
Dude, if you gotta communicate, you gotta make it clear. It's fucking over, dog.
Yeah, first off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West Side when you ride comes equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys. Fucked for life.
Gotta hit
plus
'em up.
Puffy trying to see me weak. Hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia, some mark ass bitches. I mean,
Very good.
okay, yeah. We keep on coming while we running for your jewels. Steady gunning, keep on busting at them fools. You know the rules. Little Caesar, go ask a homie how I leave ya. Cut your ass up, leave you in pieces. Now be deceased. Lil Kim, don't fuck around with real G's. Okay, it's very, very angry, very middle of a rap war lyrics here.
But this is a breakup of two friends, right?
Yeah.
People that were
Sure.
once really good friends. All of a sudden, Joff, 20 something years from now, you think Pac kind of jumped off the ledge when he was talking about, first off, fucking picture the clicky claim, or was he
Pac was just-
justified? Was he justified in this breakup, in this song?
It feels like he's justified. He feels like he got all the evidence that what happened to him was directly caused, but I don't know. That's how he felt. So
I mean, yeah.
Did you actually
I do
use
like.
the song, by the way, in any of your? Did you use any of these songs in your breakups in the past?
Not really. I mean,
Or would you play it after a breakup?
should have.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah. Here's verse 2.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, there's a lot of verses. Oh, I'm sorry, verse 3. Here, we'll go to this one.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many. Actually, no, this is actually the. Okay, well, we'll just go. Peep how we do it. Keep it real as penitentiary steel. This ain't no freestyle battle. All you blank getting killed with your mouths open, trying to come up off of me. You in the clouds hoping, smoking dope. It's like a Sherm high. Blank think they learn to fly, but they burn, motherfucker. You deserve to die. Talking about you getting money, but it's funny to me. All you blank living bummy while you fucking with me. I mean, it's very brutal.
Basically, yeah. I don't want to be friends
Yeah.
with you no more. This is how I truly feel
Yeah.
about you.
Use a beat biter, a pack style taker. Sorry, a pock style taker. I was like, what? Oh, it's Tupac. He's talking about Tupac.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
this is the
yes.
guy.
Yeah.
The verse from.
Yeah,
the
this
other
is
dude.
this is from one of the other guys. There's actually a bunch of other people on this song. This is by Idi Amin.
Yes. The great
I'll
Idi
tell you
Amin.
to your face. Yeah, I'll tell you to your face. You ain't shit but a faker. Softer than Alizé with a chaser. About to get murdered for the paper. Idi Amin approached the scene of the caper. Like a loke with little C's in a choke. Gun toting smoke. We ain't no motherfucking joke. I mean, yeah. Yeah, okay. Fair.
Joff, I was going to say, maybe this is a song also that maybe after a breakup, you go to the gym, put this on, and go extra hard in the gym, right?
My favorite part of the song was like when he was just going off, like it was
At
just
the end.
yeah, it was just the end. He was just like cussing everybody out, and it was like there's a part like
telling Mobb Deep,
Yeah.
he had sickle cell.
sickle cell.
Yes.
Like my favorite part was my fofo. Make sure your kids don't grow. It's like
Oh my goodness. Well, there you go, guys. Any final words off this? I'm surprised this was the first song that you chose, but it actually kind of makes sense. So I don't know, in some sick way, it kind of makes sense.
I mean, I was just looking for any excuse to play that song.
That's true. It does get you pretty hyped if you just put it on and just listen to it. It's a good one. Just hype song. Gets the blood pumping.
I've always liked the energy of the song. I don't know if I've actually really liked the song. I mean, he does go, pretty hard and all that stuff, but I just felt that it was maybe the production, even though it's kind of a bite off the Nas beat, right? If I Ruled the World, it's the same, drum. It's just an interpolation of it, right? That's why I was just more like, they could have went harder on a different, but it's a hard ass song. I mean,
It's
Hit
like
'Em
Get
Up
Money,
is,
like Junior Mafia.
Yeah, it's definitely got that beat in the background. Yeah.
and it's it's probably the greatest diss song ever, right?
Yeah. It's pretty much one of the diss songs that all other diss songs are compared to. Like, I mean, you can't really go, oh, Drake has a better diss song. It's like, no, not really.
True,
Sorry.
True.
It doesn't go this hard.
And two friends, Joff, that used to be friends. All of a sudden,
and Drake usually just disses one or two the most in a track. Tupac disses everybody.
He's dissing his whole crew. Yeah, he just names like 15 people in that entire fucking song. It's what he basically disses all of Bad Boy. I mean,
as a staff,
Mobb Deep's not even Bad Boy. They were just fucking East Coast guys.
Yeah, they just got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, he caught a stray. That's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, going from Tupac, let's see what Ninja has down for a breakup song or a friendzone song?
Completely the opposite friendzone song.
All right. What do you got?
It's a You Belong With Me, Taylor Swift.
Oh, I totally forgot you're a Taylor Swift guy. I was like, I don't know that song at all. All right, let's talk. Is this one of her? It's one of her
earliest songs. It's one of her earliest songs. It's the.
Is it that like fucking in the bleachers or whatever you wear?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the video.
Really, John?
Yeah.
I know this song.
The video. Yeah, the video is it's Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift. You know, fighting over Havoc from X-Men, basically, First Class.
Havoc, that dude.
I think so.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What
it
are
looks
some
very familiar, anyways? Okay.
What are some notable bars from this song?
Oh,
Not a Swiftie.
The entire thing. Okay. All right. Well, here we could go to the lyrics. But she wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain. I'm on the bleachers.
Yep.
Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see you belong with me? I mean, those are some of the lyrics there.
So,
I mean, it's basically
those first bars. They were
very first bars
just tinted with jealousy, right?
Well, it is because she's being friend zoned by this dude that lives across the street from her, basically. Okay.
Oh, he didn't want the girl next door.
Here's how it opens up. You're on the phone with your girlfriend. She's upset. She's going off about something that you said because she doesn't get your humor like I do.
Oh, so she's dirty macking. She's dirty macking.
Well,
she's the one being toxic. The dude has a girlfriend.
Yeah. Based on the video, she's friend zoned. She's the friend of the guy, who's trying to just be like friends with somebody and hoping that they break up with a girl so she could slide in, right? I mean, that's classic friend zone, quote unquote, toxic friend zone behavior, right? I mean, that's what a lot of guys do when they become friends with women or whoever they're attracted to. They
in this case her though too, right?
Yeah.
In this case it's her.
In this case it's she plays both sides of in the video. It's yeah.
You know why? Because she couldn't even like, oh, I'll just play you know what I mean? So I'll play both. Because she's such we know how Taylor be. So she was like, I'm not gonna cast another person in this role.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I shall not do that. Make herself look good, I guess. Mm-hmm. But
sure.
Yeah, it sounds very toxic to me though.
Oh no, it definitely is. Yeah, I mean the lyrics are pretty much that. Like I can't believe you can't see that I'm the perfect one for you. Kind of thing. Oh, it's very toxic. These are these are Twitter stories that you read about guys who are trying to get out of the friend zone with their lady best friends or whatever. Yeah, it's so yeah. That's why I kind of want to go with this. It's like, oh, this is Taylor Swift. It should be wholesome, right? It's a wholesome song. And then you actually think about it. It's like, oh, it's a pretty terrible song.
Good catchy song. Content questionable.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of
Is this one of her first? Is this one of her first like real big hits too?
Yeah, I believe this is like her big crossover hit. Like when she went
Okay.
from like being straight country to being country pop or something like that. This was in 2008. So yeah, it's
Was this before she got embarrassed on stage by
Kanye.
yes.
oh, this was definitely before Kanye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it should have been before Kanye, anyways, or it should be around that time, I think.
All right. Well, there you guys go. I don't know who down there or watching is a Taylor Swift fan, but
Any Swifties? Any Swifties out
any
there? I know Joffrey.
Swifties out
I know
there?
Joffrey knows what I'm talking about.
That's why I was kind of like, yo, Joff, you know about this? But you know what Joff does surprise me with his pop culture knowledge when it comes to pop songs too. Like I barely know like pop music nowadays, so sometimes Joff will come up and I'm like, oh, dang, you. He's like, yeah, I fuck with that. I'm like, okay, for sure. So I'm actually gonna go next, and then we'll move it on to Jason here. I have an old school one. It's probably one of the. I don't know if it's a. Yeah, there is elements of breakup here, but it's probably one of the most famous friend zone breakup songs of all time. Bismarcky, uh, just a friend. I mean, probably one of the greatest hooks ever. You know, I remember hearing that video or seeing that video for the first time at my cousin Ryan's house actually, and to see the actual video and understand the stories that he was saying that this guy had bad luck with the ladies and all that stuff. He goes through I think three stories. I think it's this is at the time when hip hop had three verses. You know what I mean? Not just 16 lines also, but just these guys would just rap for like freaking 5 minutes, Joff, and yeah, Bismarcky with a very funny tale, one of the funniest MCs ever. This guy definitely has a storytelling throughout the whole thing, but it's the hook that has been universally loved. Which is you got what I need, but you say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. It gives you that excuse to sing this hook really bad anywhere too, right? With the way that he sings the you part. And it's an iconic video too, where he's dressed up as who's that? Beethoven, right? He's in a white wig at the piano,
Yep.
Playing. So we lost Bismarcky, I believe, either last year or maybe 2 years ago. I forget when he had passed, but
Last year, I think.
was it last year?
Yeah.
Right.
Not so
So
long.
Yeah, and they kept it secret, didn't they, for a little bit?
yeah,
Was that
I
the
think they
one?
might have kept it a little bit quiet on that, But then there were some reports that he passed, and they're like, no, he didn't pass. It's like okay, so shout out to the Biz. You know what I mean? For coming up with one of the most funnest songs about heartbreak. To us, it was funny, but when you go look back at it, and you're like, damn, this guy, this dude couldn't catch a break, during this time or in this song. So, yeah. While I think about my next picks, though, let's move on to Jason. Jason, what is a heartbreak song? What is a friend zone song that
Oh
we got next from you?
man. Uh, I'm gonna go on the friend zone on this one.
Mm.
Let me see. Hmm. It's like I had it in my head and I was like, oh man. Uh, okay, I'll go with this one. So, mint condition. Let me
Mm.
be the one.
All right.
I got you.
What are some bars from Mint Conditions? Let me be the one that let's see. Let's see what we got here.
All right. Let's see. Oh, this is straight up like friend zone stuff. Okay. Here's the lyrics. Yeah, talking about a real friend. Set your mind at ease, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I guess we both have seen some brighter days. Somehow the love we shared has slipped away. Still, I want to be the one who keeps you safe and warm. Let me be the one. Although things with me and you didn't quite work out, for you there's this special place deep in my heart. Though I want it X'd in my unconditional love, let me be the one. If you need a friend, let me be the one. Someone that you call, want to be the one through it all. You don't have to fall. Just let me be the one. Let me be the one. Joffrey, what do you think?
What do you think about that, Joe?
Pathetic. Sad, dog. Fucking sad.
Joff, back in the 90s, or late 80s, 90s, early 90s, and all that stuff, these guys were just pouring their souls with these. And you don't even hear lyrics like this anymore, correct? You will not hear lyrics like this in this era. So, how do you feel when you hear? How do you feel when you hear lyrics like that?
I'm upset. It's all like
What?
upsetting.
Why?
It's just asking to be cucked. It's just
And do you think a lot of guys listen to these songs and they were like, "Oh yeah, let me," right?
probably in their fucking mixtapes and shit, crying in the garage or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, these songs are supposed to be in your feels, right? You're
Yeah.
supposed to be totally in your feels. You're gonna be a little vulnerable. You're gonna say some things that, after you wake up the next day, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't believe I just said that to my ex. That's basically what it sounds like. Promises made. They've all worn paper thin. Still, honey, I'm not afraid to call you friend. Take a look, and I know you'll see the possibilities. Let me be the one. I mean, they're already broken up, and they're just trying to be friends.
Jason, why this song? Jason, why this song though?
Why? I know.
Yeah.
It was weird because like even before I came up with this thing, like it was like I forgot what station I was actually listening to the radio, and then this popped on. I was like, where the fuck are they playing this?
Mm.
And I was like, oh shit! And then that's when I got the idea. I was like, oh man, why don't we just do instead of like love songs, love making songs or whatever,
Yeah.
right? Or we just do the opposite.
Anti-love songs, yeah.
Or we just do the anti stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah. So this song actually got me the idea of why don't we just do the opposite, and
I mean, it is a good one, and it's very yeah. You already broke up. You guys already broke up, and you still want to be friends with her, which commendable. You don't want to be that toxic ex. You guys had some good times, and then it didn't work out. So for whatever reason, then you're just wishing people the best. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. I mean, how many of us are still friends with like exes? You know what I'm saying? Like,
good luck in your future endeavors.
I mean, not me. I keep on stepping. I don't know. I mean, now maybe like I could be friends, but like back then, I'm like, fuck it, it's all or nothing. But
yeah.
Yeah, I think we've always had that
But
whole.
yeah. But
You're
now I could
yeah.
probably be like mature enough to like, no, it didn't work out. I would hope so, but you never know.
That's a good. That's actually a good. See, it's these conversations that we have. It's the in betweens of why I'm here, right? So, Joff, I would have never thought that I would hear, something like that. That makes me like, you know what? Though that's actually cool. Like, why harbor that, right? Why hold that? I guess.
Yeah.
Right. So.
I mean, people break up for a myriad of reasons, right? And not all of it is like evil and toxic. Sometimes you just don't click, right? You just don't click.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not the right person for each other. The
Like,
timing is completely off.
like Aaron Rodgers and
Shailene Woodley
right,
Tra-
or Olivia Munn. Which one
Josh
are we?
Rogers.
didn't
Josh
work,
Rogers.
just
Yeah.
didn't work out, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Their political affiliations were I'm over here, you're over there. I'm masked up. You don't want to. You're lying to the people. You know
I
what I
thought
mean?
Shailene Woodley was the one that got him into that stuff. Like I thought she was vegan and she was like all natural and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't sure. I didn't
She's
really read the story if she was the influence or not for some of
She-
that. Besides
Well,
Joe Rogan.
Well, I know that she was a wacko because she also remember. I think we talked about it on the episode, or I don't know if we had talked about it on the hub one time, but she's the one that said that you should, or she said she was suntanning her vagina, right?
I mean that's a thing that I've heard too. Like some people have said that vagina and penis to get your sun in those areas.
Yeah, and people are like, "Yo, is that real?" And I'm just like, "That's a little TMI, though." I don't even know how to say her name. How do you say her name, Ninja?
What, Shailene Woodley?
Shailene. There you go. There would have been. She was supposed to be Mary Jane, right? In the Andrew Garfield
Yes.
Spider-Man, and she got cut.
She-
All her
she
scenes
got-
were cut, right?
Her scenes were cut. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And look where she's at now, right? Good job,
Breaking up
right?
with Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Yes. All right. So let's go to Joff. Joff, you got a song off the top of your head?
Yeah. My
All right,
man,
what song is this?
Justin Timberlake. Cry Me a River.
JT. Cry Me a River.
Good one.
What made you choose? Well, first of all, this is around the time that Justin Timberlake was at the very top of his.
Yeah.
his-
Was
his
this for
stardom,
Britney
man.
Spears or is this for after
think so.
Britney Spears? Or is this after? I don't. 2002. Probably after. I mean, probably with. This is probably Britney Spears, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you chose "Cry Me a River," right? Did I say that name?
Yeah.
Did I say the title right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We're gonna assess these lyrics real quick. Ninja, do we have those lyrics on deck?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear
So
what
I
Justin
always-
has to say.
So I always thought it was the same song as the old jazz standard, but it's not. Like when I was younger, I didn't realize because I just saw the title and I just never really listened to the song. I didn't realize they're actually two different songs. So okay, here we go. You were my sun, you were my earth, but you didn't know all the ways I loved you. No, so you took a chance and made other plans, but I bet you didn't think that they would come crashing down. No. You don't have to say what you did. I already know. I found out from him. Ooh. Now there's just no chance for you and me. There'll never be. And don't it make you sad about it? You told me you love me. Why did you leave me all alone? Now you tell me you need me when you call me on the phone. Girl, I refuse. You must have me confused with some other guy. The bridges were burned. Now it's your turn to cry. Cry me a river. So that's the.
So
Yeah.
he found out that his lady was going
cheating.
behind his back, right?
That's
Going
right.
behind his back.
Fucking
Y'all.
whore.
Whoa, dog. Damn.
Hey.
Toxic, dude. Toxic.
You hooah.
I think Jaw felt that was a justified outburst, right? She's over here snooping around, or not snooping around, sneaking around,
Sneaking,
right?
Yeah.
Sneaking around, and not only that, but the other party told him like, "Yo,"
Yeah. The guy told them.
that guy told him like,
Bro code right there.
and not only that, but he uses one of the most old timey. I don't think anyone's ever told him, "Man, cry me a river." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of. I like how he did work that bar in somehow, and this is one of his biggest songs ever too, I believe. Right?
Uh-huh.
Cry Me a
One of
River
his
is one of-
first.
I mean, it's a pretty big song, yeah.
And now I think about it, it's kind of funny that we're bringing up this song, and wasn't it just a couple years ago, I believe, or maybe even just last year? I think he apologized to Britney, like, hey, I'm sorry, I shamed you back in the day, or he was apologizing for some of his past sins. I don't know why. I think maybe the whole Janet Jackson thing had something to do with it, to where this guy's out here
Yeah,
making
perhaps.
amends. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, yeah. Any other thoughts regarding this JT song, J Ninja? I mean, again, this is probably, I remember this song just being so big. This
Yeah,
song being
it was
so
pretty
big,
big.
and everyone was actually listening to Justin Timberlake around this time too. So
Let's see. Here's the second part of the verse. You know that they say that some things are better left unsaid, and it wasn't like you only talk to him and you know it. Don't act like you don't know it. And all of these things people told me keep messing with my head. Should have picked honesty, then you may not have blown it. So yeah, I guess part of it is that he's also angry that you know he had to find out from the guy that she was banging, I guess. Instead of just saying, "Hey, we're not going to work out. Let's break up." I mean,
it
I
is
guess. I mean,
unfortunate.
that's fair. I mean, that's fair, right?
Hmm.
Before you like cheat on someone, you should maybe just say, "You know what? I don't think I want to do this anymore." You know?
Yeah, so you can break up with that person and not have to go behind their back too, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I mean, if you're doing secret stuff, it's it kind of means that you're doing something bad. Why do something bad? Just bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. Break up. Then you can go bang with a clear conscience. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I feel like that would be better than just cheating on someone.
I was gonna say, who's next for our next song here?
Who just went? Joffrey, right?
Yeah,
Yes, Joff.
Ninja.
There we go, Ninja. What's the song you got off?
All right. Since we're also doing like heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
Like someone brought up, Tony Braxton's "Unbreak My Heart," heartbreak, someone dying. So there's a song that kind of exemplifies that for me. It's from Pearl Jam. It's a cover of a song that they did called "Last Kiss." So the song itself is like an older song, but then they did a live cover of it at one of their concerts, and it's like one of the like it's one of my favorite songs. But if you listen to the lyrics, it's really 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 sad. So here's how it goes. Oh where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gone to heaven, so I gotta be good so I can see my baby when I leave this world. We were out on a date in my daddy's car. We hadn't driven very far. There in the road, straight ahead, a car was stalled. The engine was dead. I couldn't stop, so I swerved to the right. I'll never forget the sound that night. Oh, oh, oh. It's a little appropriate and a
It,
little
it,
scary.
it, it, it got Damien in the heart. Like
Yeah.
you're reading the lyrics.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. So I swerved to the right. I'll never forget the sound that night, the screaming tires, the busting glass, the painful scream that I heard last. Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. And so on and so forth. Yeah. So when I first heard this song, I was like, oh, this is a really cool song. Then you actually listen to the lyrics and you're like, oh my God, this is so sad. The next part of the line is when I woke up, the rain was pouring down. There were people standing all around. Something warm flowing through my eyes, but somehow I found my baby that night. I lifted her head. She looked at me and said, hold me, darling, just a little while. I held her close. I kissed her, our last kiss. I found the love that I knew I had missed. And now she's gone, even though I hold her tight. I lost my love, my life that night. So, yeah. It's a very sad and depressing song. So we're gonna
And
go with Heartbreak.
we don't hear, even in rock music
Yeah.
nowadays. Even though you said that was a cover
It's
of
a
an older
cover.
song, right?
Yeah, it's a cover of an older song.
Sometimes maybe a song just hits you so hard that, all right, not only am I going to cover it, but I can't write these words,
Yeah.
Therefore I'll go along and sing that right there. So
Mm-hmm.
Pearl Jam is also one of my favorite bands of all time too. So
Yeah.
kind of cool to see a rock song actually in here. I
It's,
do have an alternative song that's not really R&B
Mhm.
that's going to be coming up here.
Yeah.
Just a few though.
But,
So
yeah, this was written in 1961. I've listened to to some of the older version or the original versions, and they're a little bit peppy, which is really weird because the song is super sad. And if you listen to the Pearl Jam version, it's a really sad song.
mm.
The way it gets played. Oh, so apparently, here's the background of the song: is that it's based on a true story of these two people who were both 16 years old when their car got hit by a tractor trailer in Georgia. Um, but the
Fuck.
story goes, but the problem is that the song was recorded more than a year before the accident supposedly happened. So whether or not that's a true story or not,
So he wrote
I don't
about an
really
event
know.
that didn't even happen yet.
Yeah.
Whoa, he like manifested that.
I guess
Ooh,
so. It wasn't.
that's
It
scary.
wasn't. So the guy that wrote the song wasn't involved in the accident. It looks like it was just that the song was written a year before this story apparently happened, and whether or not that's true, um, I don't know. We don't really. I don't really know if this was a legit thing. So the writer of the story, his drummer, was dating the girl's sister at the time. So, but then apparently the song was written before that. So who knows? Who knows?
Crazy.
Either way, the song is really sad and depressing. So yeah, that's why I threw that in there.
All right. Well, I do have a song, a very popular song, one that you would hear all the time as a kid. Um, this song made this person into the star that they are, but it was written by Prince. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Nothing.
What? Nothing compares to you.
There you go. By Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. And the reason why I chose the song is because of the first bars. And I want to go look at the lyrics right now, right? And it's been 7 hours and 15 days since
Yeah.
you took your love away.
Mhm.
I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever. Even though she made this song, and remember the video at the time, it was just her with a shaved head, which was just so different to see nowadays.
Very stark, like black background, black shirt.
Very beautiful
minimalist.
too. Sinead looked really beautiful in that video. But when you find out, like, damn, this is a Prince joint here. Who knows more about love than that man himself? Love, heartbreak, sex, being toxic. You know what I'm saying? Prince is
Sure.
gonna know that stuff. So I chose this song just because. Again, though, that first bar is just like, ugh. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. You know what I mean? It just. And then if we're going through these lyrics here,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing but regular things that people do, in here, but it's a different view of it. Like, I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing. I said nothing can take away these blues. So being out there, being sad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More in this case, she's going through this heartbreak, you know what I mean? But again, Prince came up with something so cool hear, not cool, but I mean, you totally feel the heartbreak,
Mhm.
in this song. So, again, this is not a song that's in my playlist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here bumping no Sinead. And I know that she's, I believe her son had just passed away, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe he, kind of sad circumstances there, I believe.
Mhm.
I think he might have took his own life, I believe. But also, she has a hell of a story, too. If you were to look at her career, and how it would have been different if she didn't make some of the choices that she did or whatever. But
Yeah, the whole
the
Pope
song,
thing.
yeah, but this song here, again, a very iconic song. And it was just that this is one of those songs you always heard this when you were like 12, 13, right? Whenever this
Mhm.
song came out, it was just always on the radio and all that stuff. So, and to be honest with you, I can't even, I'm going to be a non-pop head like that. I can't even name another fucking Sinead O'Connor song.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I think this song exploded, and then she got super big, and then like just like that, kind of just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was because she was being too political at a time where people weren't okay with that. You know, obviously nowadays, if she were to come out and do the stuff that she did back then, she'd be like tame. She'd be like, "Oh, okay, whatever. Oh, she tore up a picture of the Pope. Okay, cool. All right."
Right? I don't
Yeah.
think there would be any kind of backlash,
No,
you
no,
know?
no, no.
I mean, of course, from maybe some conservatives or
Sure.
whoever, or
But
whatever.
it's the
It
same thing
was
that we see
offensive.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was an
To
offensive
some people.
gesture. Yes,
To
it
some
was an
people.
offensive
Yeah.
gesture, but I don't think it would have been. I mean, as soon as she did, I mean, I remember the next week, Joe Pesci was the host on SNL, and I remember he started off his monologue with, "Hey, I taped back the picture of the Pope, and this and that," and there was a missing piece on there. And it's
Mhm.
so funny. Through the Norm Macdonald podcast, I found out that David Spade actually took the piece. He took the piece from that picture and he went home with it because he knew that it was an iconic moment. For some
Yeah.
reason, he had to pick up a piece of that picture. So when you see Joe Pesci holding it up, there's like a hole, and just one missing little piece right there from the rip. But David Spade happened to get it. So
Yeah, I wonder who has that, if anyone has that picture these days. I mean, that
Mhm.
is definitely an iconic moment in pop culture history.
What was she doing that song too? She probably was doing that song. Huh?
I think she did, and then at the end of, I think, or it was at the end of a performance, I believe. I don't think it was that. I don't think it was this song actually. I think it was a different song,
Mm,
but it was definitely the end of the set, and she did that. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that's what happened. I
Fight
really
the real
can't.
power. I remember that. Fight the real power. And everyone would just quiet after and then just
Yeah,
goes to
super awkward.
commercial. Yeah.
Huh?
So
But
uh
you know what's interesting looking at these lyrics is that the first stanza, right? The first few lines, it kind of seems like she's okay with it, you know? Especially it's like, since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. And then it just takes like a turn in the middle of her going, I can eat my dinner in a fast food restaurant, and then nothing compares to you, nothing compares, you know. And then it goes into all these things that makes her sad and depressed and all that kind of stuff. I think that's pretty interesting. Like it totally like pulls the rug out from under you, where it's like, oh, I guess she was okay with being, with breaking up. I guess maybe it's a mutual thing. Maybe he was a bad guy. It's like, no, 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 no. That's not what happened.
but if we
I think that's pretty interesting.
but if we were to flip it though and think about it from, well, Prince wrote it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that, I don't know, does Prince go through heartbreak? does he? Yeah, we all know he's human, right? I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
these
I mean, I'm
lyrics are
pretty sure he
so.
does. I'm pretty sure he does, especially before he was Prince. Like there has to be a time where Prince wasn't Prince, right?
Prince Rogers,
And
right? I believe this is.
and there has to be a time before that, before he developed Prince, where that had to have happened. I have to imagine.
He just almost always seemed like such a stone cold guy, Prince.
Yeah, like a cool dude, like a very cool dude. Yeah.
Like, I initiate heartbreak, and I'm fine with that. That's how I always kind of looked at, like, he's a heartbreaker. He's a lady killer. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird to think about Prince in a way of, like, writing lyrics like these. And again, this is one of the biggest songs ever, right? And I'm pretty sure while he was alive, he got to eat really well off off the song right here. So there you go.
And even his version, I have to say, it's good, but it's not. But I feel like Sinead O'Connor,
she
definitely made it hers. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Jay, what is the song that you got on deck for the next?
Oh man. Well, I gotta go with the man, Mr. Ryan Leslie, featuring
Ryan Leslie.
Yeah,
Holy
featuring the FABOLOUS.
What song is this?
It's called "Used to Be."
First of all, I love Ryan Leslie, and then all of a sudden his laptop got stolen, and he fucking stopped making music, dude. You know what I'm saying? But this dude had some of the dopest production for the time. Yeah, though, man, it's crazy to even hear his name right now, Ryan Leslie. Okay, so why this song, Jay?
I don't know, just popped in my head. I don't.
I'll be honest. A lot of the songs that I like are also like just good songs to listen to. But
all right, are there any? First of all, wait. So this song just popped in. No notable lines from here, Jay. Notable bars from here that.
Let's see. I have to look this up real quick. So I'll read the first part. So I've been through it. You've been through it. Never want to break up, but you do it. Nothing's working. Both are hurting. You're going out and you're catching yourself flirting, arguing like every week. It's to the point where you really ain't speaking. So you leave her, but it's only a matter of time before you say, "Girl, I'm so broke down without you. Girl, I messed up. Baby, can you forgive me? I can't stop thinking about you because I was at my best when you was with me." So it's funny how things get rearranged. Now left out in the rain, baby, baby. Just so pretty much that first verse with the.
That's an interesting first verse. I have a weird take on that. I wanted to hear your guys' take so on that first verse. Joff? Well, I was gonna say it seems like he's over here projecting.
Yeah.
It seems he's over here projecting and saying you. It's you. It's you. And then all of a sudden he flips the script of
I miss you.
I miss you. I was like, wait, hold on, let's take some accountability here, pal. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's my take on that. Ninja or Joff? Any other words regarding this song?
I mean, he admits that he messed up, right? Like he's saying, "Can you forgive me?" I don't know what he did, honestly, but
he did bring up the flirting, right? She's out there flirting with other.
Yeah. But if
he's saying, like, yeah,
I have to wonder. Maybe it was his fault, for not paying enough attention, for not, for not being a better person for her, things like that. But it seems like it's a couple different perspectives.
Yeah. Because
later on, the lyrics are a little bit different. It seems like it's from another perspective. Oh no! It's him calling her back. Sorry, it's him calling her back to try and, I guess, win her back or something. He just doesn't know what to do. He's just broken. He's a broken man. It happens. It happens. I don't know. I mean, this part right here is kind of it's kind of like, oh man, what are you doing? Hold on,
Fucking Ryan
where
Leslie.
is it? Yeah. Where? Why did I not see her? Okay, here you go. Seeing her again might be appealing, so you call her, dial the number, say you want to hook up, because you wonder how she doing, is she okay, and do she want to see you this Friday? And if it works out your way, this is what you hear yourself say. I'm so broke down without you, girl. I miss it. Can you ever? I mean, like, dude, bro, y'all broke up, man. Just be done with it. This on again, off again. That's the stuff that's kind of like, let's just be done with it, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
And
move on.
let's move on. And if honestly it comes, you know, if it does actually come back for whatever reason, you know, then yeah, maybe that's a great idea. But you're forcing it right now. It seems a little. You're not ready to actually move on, you know. Because that's kind of what it feels like, is that you're not actually ready to move on, but you kind of want to hook up with her again, and you're like, you know, it's like it just reminds me of high school.
I was going to say
people in high school.
I was going to say Ryan Leslie does remind me of a Dirty Mac type character. He don't seem like a genuine loving. You don't seem that way. I mean, he's always had a cool bravado about him, right? He's always had that cool look and stuff about him. But I don't know, man. Something about losing your laptop and then you disappear for like almost fucking 10, 15 years, dude. And you're not out here. This guy should be one of the biggest stars too. I think he came out around the same time of like Drake and them too, right? Around that time.
And he was producing his own shit. So I mean,
yeah.
like, why can't you just make new stuff?
I just remember
this song came out 2005. So
dang, that's crazy. That's crazy when I hear about like certain songs that came out in early 2000. We're like, dang, look how far removed we are from that era. Crazy.
Yeah. My clubbing era.
Right. Ninja, what about you? What's a song that you got?
Is it my turn or is it Joffrey's turn?
Oh, Joff. I'm sorry, Joff. Let's go with you.
Dude. This is straight up friendzone shit for sure.
Okay. What's a friendzone song?
Fucking my boy, patron saint of the Dirty Mac, Mario.
Mario.
We love you.
I hate this song so much, dude.
Dude,
wait, was it this a panty melter song, or did you choose this?
No, you can't. This can't be a panty melter. This is like a Dirty Mac. This is against my rules, dog.
Okay, Joff. So again, this is one of your "Let Me Love You" by Mario too, right? We pronounce it Mario.
Mario, 2004. Mario.
Come on, man. It's like
there's a Kids Bop version.
She's already taken, and you over there pining and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Fucked up.
And he's Mario. He can get somebody. You know, there's other fish in the sea for him, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. The girl is with somebody, but he's basically saying he's not a good guy.
Yeah, okay. He's a Dirty Mac. Like,
yeah.
All right, let's go through these lyrics again. Because these lyrics are super, super crazy right here.
Okay. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? Oh, dude, come on. Toxic.
That's his first bar. Do you enjoy being hurt?
Do you enjoy being hurt? Like, bruh.
He's
really.
He's already planting seeds.
Ooh,
there you go.
Bad. So bad.
Dirty Mac, dog.
Yeah. I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that they're all lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, Baby, you'd never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserves good things. Fistful of diamonds, handful of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just want to show you you are.
So he was willing to like trick, right? He's handing out a fistful of diamonds, and pearls, and
Yeah.
all. This
Yeah.
dude is not only is he not with not only is he not with her, he's willing to spend a horrendous amount of money,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just to
Mhm.
get her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ultimate friend zone. Ultimate friend zone right here. Toxic friend zone right here.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes, right? Like these dudes remind me of like the fuck it, I'll tell him how I feel. Those dudes, right? Fuck it, I'll tell him how I feel. Those dudes are like the fucking quarterback you see, like throw into a wide receiver with fucking double coverage. It's like fuck it, I'm going deep, and he's like,
Fuck it, dude, huh?
yeah, fuck it, I'm going deep. He's one of
Well,
those
I mean,
dudes.
no, I don't think there's anything wrong with that necessarily. But in
Yeah,
this
he
case,
got no
it seems
chance to
like,
score. It's like fuck.
but it seems like he's.
There's no chance.
No,
He's gonna get picked off, dog. It's
but
like,
here's the thing: I don't know if he's actually like saying this to her. You know,
Okay.
because
How are you interpreting it?
I've always thought these kinds of songs and these kinds of people who think like this, they don't actually say these things. You know, they're jealously looking over like, oh my god, don't why are you doing this? You know, and they're keeping it hidden because they don't want to like ruin the thing. Because obviously, you know, if you were to actually say this to somebody out loud, they'd probably look at you like, what the fuck, you know? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just my like experience with other people who are like super into a girl, but they never say anything. You know, they usually tell their friends, but they never actually tell the person, right? Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I was gonna say, I don't know why this. I don't know why this particular song. Why does the song come up on the hub? Is it when we talk about Dirty Macs, right? It's usually
pretty much, yeah.
right.
yeah, man, can't.
Yeah.
It's just,
But Joff, you really enjoy the song though.
yeah, it's fucking funny. Makes me laugh.
Is it the production too? Because that production is just so catchy, right? The da-na-na-na, right has that little piece of melody in there, right? That kind of I could just never. This is one of those cringy songs. Like, I cringe when I hear. Someone. Oh, well, maybe that's something. Maybe I got another song that'll cringe, but people love this one song that I'm gonna maybe bring up later on. But let's go to Ninja. Ninja, what song do you got on deck here? Oh, your mic, Ninja.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. When you say like there are like cringy songs, I mean, to be fair, we're talking about breakup songs, right? We're talking about
Correct.
people who are like super like sad and definitely in their feels and saying things that they don't mean and all that kind of stuff, right? So I think it is a little cringy because people are saying these things and you kind of probably recognize some of these things that people talk, you know, are singing in these songs, right? Like when you went through a breakup, these are probably some of the things that you were saying, thinking, feeling, you know. And I think that's kind of why it's a little cringy because you're kind of like, oh, I can't believe I said some of these things right here. But okay, let me. There's so many different songs to to name. I'm gonna say uh uh I'm gonna say "It Ain't Me" by Kygo, Selena Gomez. First of all, I just really enjoy the song. I think it's just
Selena
a really
Gomez.
cool. Yeah. Kygo, Selena Gomez. "It Ain't Me."
Okay, I don't.
I
know
just
this
think it's a
song.
really good song. Yeah, it's got a really good beat. Kygo is kind of like this. He does like electronic music that's kind of like tropical house, I guess is the genre. Um, so here's the lyrics. I had a dream. We were sipping whiskey neat, highest floor of the Bowery. Nowhere's high enough. Somewhere along the lines, we stopped seeing eye to eye. You were staying out all night, and I had enough. No, I don't want to know where you've been or where you're going, but I know I won't be home, and you'll be on your own. Who's going to walk you through the dark side of the morning? Who's going to rock you when the sun won't let you sleep? Who's going to wait? Sorry. Who's waking up to drive you home when you're drunk and all alone? Who's going to walk you through the dark side of the morning? It ain't me. So basically, it's just they're just talking. She's just talking about how she's just tired of this dude just not being there, and oh, and honestly, it's a really catchy song for me to me, and that's why I like it. But yeah, the lyrics are definitely just kind of sad, and she's kind of done with her man. And I think at this time it was just Justin Bieber. I think was who she was seeing at this time. So it's kind of I guess she was talking about him. But yeah, I'm honestly more of a Kygo fan than a Selena Gomez fan, but I like pop songs in general, and that's why I like this song.
I thought you were talking about Tyga, the R&B star.
No,
The completely different artist, correct?
Yeah, this is Kygo, Kygo.
Oh, Kygo. Okay, gotcha.
Who does like house music and stuff like that, like tropical house kind of stuff. So it sounds like it should be on the Caribbean or something like that. And then you get these lyrics and it's like, oh, you're breaking up with somebody, which is kind of sad. So yeah, that's my pick for this one.
All right. Well, I got one that kind of was stuck in my head. I don't know how it came about. I know that Liana in here was talking about the song though, and she was talking about, this song is super messy, and she had to go and listen to the song because she had to find out like, wait, hold on, I believe that's a really messy ass song. So when I go and listen to it, not only is it a Dirty Mac song, it's also from the female perspective. It's from the female perspective. So when I see a female with lyrics like these, I'm like, all right, hold up. And the song is "You're the One" by SWV.
Oh shit.
Okay. Now let me start off this. Let me start off the first bar for.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're somebody else's guy.
Yeah.
First off, I know that you're somebody else's guy. But these feelings that I have for you, I can't deny. So she doesn't treat you the way you want her to. So come on running. I want to get with you. She's thirsty, for this gentleman. Hey, Danny, how are you? Talking about the best breakup songs. We're talking about the best friendzone songs. Going through these lyrics. Thank you so much for that weekend party gifts right there, Danny. I appreciate you. Hugot songs. You know what I'm saying? It's a genre in the Philippines, by the way, Ninja. Hugot songs are like, you want to show and express that love. So if I happen to be playing, say, The Cure, Just Like Heaven, you know what I mean? That's considered a Hugot song where people would be like, Hugot, yeah, you're in love. You're out here in love and stuff like that. But, So this song, though, again, Liana had talked about this song. I think she had a discussion with somebody else talking about, hey, that sounds pretty toxic. I got to go listen to it. So again, The first lines is, I know you're somebody else's guy. How can you deny that? The hook also is, What your girl don't know won't hurt her. Anything to make this love go further. You're the one for me. Bum, 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 bum. Right? It's a great catchy song, but when you go and listen to the the second verse, this bitch talking about this can be an undercover romance.
Yeah. Yeah, that part is kind of like, whoa, girl.
Because I feel I'm that type of girl.
Yeah.
You should give a chance, taste and see. So she wants you to taste that already. You know what I mean? And the bridge, by the way, later on says, so what's my chance? I'm willing to do anything to get in your pants.
Yeah, whoa. Oh, this part right here is like, ooh. Ooh.
You know, so again, first of all, shout out to SWV. They have so many classic songs. But this is a kind of a rare, everyone knows the song, but it's not, they're not singing it like how people sing Weak, right?
Mm-hmm.
When people sing Weak, first of all, that's like a Filipino national anthem. Who isn't on Kumu here singing a SWV Weak song? But they ain't singing this song. John, you know what I'm talking about. It's a Filipino national anthem.
Definitely, this song is definitely a scumbag song.
That and Brian McKnight, fucking anytime some shit.
Brian. So again, this is my choice right here, inspired though by an actual conversation that I had here with Bessie. But that's a song I'm gonna go for. Jay, what about you? What song do you got on deck?
Oh man, this is gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go with Roxette and Must Have Been Love.
Oh my God! It must have been love, but it's over now.
Yeah,
that song. Oh my God!
It's a good song. It's a good song.
That was recommended by my coworker. I was like, hey, it's like off the top of your head. I was like, off the top of your head, what's a good breakup friendzone song? He's all Roxette. I was like, it must have been love, and he starts hella laughing. Like,
is that the song from Mannequin?
Pretty Woman, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Pretty.
Or Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
Was it Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
Let me see.
It is from Pretty Woman. Okay. Wow. Dang, dude. Joffrey just got that on like.
Well, Joffrey's a big Julia Roberts.
No, because no.
Or Richard Gere fan.
I'm gonna tell you why I remember that fucking stupid song.
Here we go.
Oh.
Hey, mommy.
Because I saw Pretty Woman in the theater, and then they had an earthquake, one of the strongest earthquake in the Philippines. I was in the Philippines back then, and I associate fucking that song with Pretty Woman and then Pretty Woman with earthquake. So
I see. All right.
I got like this couple was like, I was walking out because it was fucking shaking, and then I got fucking soda spilled on me because they started running, and I was just fucking taking my time walking. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna walk, dude. It's like, because you're in the theater, it's like, dude, if it collapses, I don't care how fast you run, you're gonna get fucking crushed. So you just like keep calm and just walk, dude. Because those like little ceiling fucking little pieces, they're starting
fixtures,
falling down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really do anything. So I was just like, dude, just calm down and just like, I'm not chilling. I'm walking, but it's not like I'm just brisk walking, but I'm not running. But yeah, that's why I remember that shit.
Wait, so while you were walking out of the theater and there was an earthquake going on, that was the last song also stuck in your head?
No, because the credit we're walking out. The credits were rolling. Yeah, the credits were rolling, and I was like, dude, the screen is shaking. And then you feel the ground. So I'm like, oh shit, let's fucking get out of here. Power walk. And people start running. I fucking got soda spilled on me and shit. I'm like, fuck.
Jeez. All right.
Isn't it funny how sometimes certain songs are associated with an event?
Yeah.
that'll, so yeah.
Someone once told me that basically songs are the soundtrack for your life, and that
Yeah.
kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
Like songs definitely. I mean, if your life was like a movie, and a song's playing at those times, it's kind of like you kind of just think about, it's very cinematic sometimes. How you think about your life.
I have the worst association with that. I remember the first time right? It's the only time ever. The only time I ever got caught shoplifting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very traumatic experience. I'm over here at our local Kmart, Ninja, you know.
Yeah.
I had a good run. I was stealing there for many years, but that one fateful day, all of a sudden they get you. And man, I had G.I. Joes, starting lineups. I don't know why I had Monopoly money. I was just stealing anything. I was stealing anything I could get my hands on, right?
All
And I
right.
remember, shout out to, I don't know if this is kind of problematic to say, but shout out to McKee Oriental. You know what I mean? So I'm outside of McKee Oriental Market, and all of a sudden some security guards come over, handcuff me, and I'm like fucking 9 years old here, right? So I
Oh
get
my
handcuffed.
God.
Yeah, I get handcuffed, get taken back to the room. They make my mom pay for all these things that I stole, and of course my mom said, "I'll pay for it, but I'm not taking it." You know. And I remember going back in the car, and they still got to do groceries, so I'm stuck in the car like, and thinking about my consequences. And the one song that came on was Taylor Dane, "Love Will Lead You Back." So I'm over here committing my first offense, and all of a sudden
Wow.
you're in the background is "Love Will Lead," and you and I'm sure. Sure, well, we know that song, right? So Taylor Dane's "Love Will Lead You Back" has always been triggering and traumatizing. When I hear that, I'm like, oh, that's the first time the kid got pinched, right there. The first and only time the kid got pinched. You know what I mean? So I do associate. It's funny you said that. Sometimes certain songs that you have in your childhood or in your life will be associated with certain events, just like what Joff said. Hell of a song too, by the way, Jason. You said that was your coworker's suggestion.
Yeah, it was like off the top of his head.
Hey, baby Jills, how are you?
That's what even made it more funny.
Oh man,
Yeah. Let's go through some of these lyrics.
yeah.
All right. It
This is
must have been love.
pure '80s right here too,
Oh,
right?
dude, it is the epitome of '80s.
Okay, let's
It
hear
must
these
have been.
lyrics.
It must have been love, but it's over now. Lay a whisper on my pillow. Leave the winter on the ground. I wake up lonely. There's air of silence in the bedroom, and all around, touch me now. I close my eyes and dream away. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. Uh, it must have been love, but it's over now. From the moment we touched till the time had run out. Yeah, yeah.
Horrible. That one line you said about the room being, what was it? The room being like
Air of
you can't.
silence in the bedroom.
Yeah,
I
air of
wake up lonely.
silence in the. Ugh.
Air of silence in the
Ugh.
bedroom all around. Touch me now. I
Ugh.
close my eyes and dream away.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I mean,
Not a fan of it. Oh my god.
Picture that person waking up, right, clutching the blanket, like pulling it close, sitting up and then pulling the blanket.
Oh my god.
That's sad, sad fuck.
I mean, dude, we're talking about breakup songs. I certainly hope that they're sad. Certainly.
Oh, but I was gonna
Oh,
say.
but you like angry breakup songs. Ooh, I got a good angry breakup song.
Well, I was gonna say Joffrey is next though. Joff, do you have a
Yeah, it's it's from your girl Ron,
ooh,
favorite.
Uh.
is it Rihanna?
Nah,
Ooh.
I mean Ariana Grande. Thank you.
She is not my favorite, dude. She is the most annoying pop
Wow.
star ever.
Thank
I'm
you,
not
next.
Yeah, I guess she is a Rihanna, I suppose. Yeah, you are correct.
Hi Celeste, how are you?
Wow.
Not a
Wow.
favorite pop star of mine. So Joff, again, who and what song is this again?
Ariana Grande. Dude. Thank you, next.
Oh, all right. So this is a popular song that
Uh,
this song
uh,
was super
I can't
popular.
I
Right?
can't believe she did that to Pete like that.
Oh, Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that was
man.
Pete Davidson, right?
She mentioned every fucking ex in this.
Yeah. But this was right after Pete Davidson, I think.
Hmm. Why Joff? Why Ariana Grande? Why this song? And what are some bars in here that you enjoyed?
Oh, it seems kind of petty. I like it.
Oh, so for the pettiness factor of it.
Yeah,
Hey Rambo, how are you?
mentioning,
We're talking about the best breakup songs, best
mentioning
friend zone
names.
songs. You guys can put yours in the comments. We could talk about them too. All right, so Joff, again, you like that Ariana Grande was being petty. You know, first of all, are you a fan, Joff?
I don't think
Are you a fan?
she's not really petty.
It sounds like it's petty.
Okay, let's go through some of these bars here. Filipino Rambo is saying, "What's up, mga kuyas? Hey,
What's up,
how are you,
man?
Rambo?" Again, we're talking about best breakup songs, best friend zone songs. You guys can put your songs down there in the comments. We can comment on them too. So, what are these lyrics from? God, what's the name of this fucking song? Something next, right? Thank you next, which was huge. I remember when this came out, everyone even on Kumu kept saying "thank you next" in the comments and all that stuff too. So, what are some of the lyrics from here?
Okay. Thought I'd end up with Sean, but he wasn't a match. Wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen and laugh. Even almost got married, and for Pete, I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Malcolm because he was an angel. One taught me love, one taught me patience, one taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing. Say I've loved and I've lost, but that's not what I see. So look what I got. Look at what you taught me, and for that I say thank you. Next, I'm so grateful for my ex. Spend more time with my friends. I ain't worried about nothing. Plus, I met someone else. We're having better discussions. I know they say I move on too fast, but this one going last because her name is Ari, and I'm so good with that. So I don't know if it's really petty. I mean, she does go through a list of some of her exes, but it seems like she's learned and she's trying to be better for herself.
I wanted to know who these guys are. I got only one name, maybe one or two names. So one of those names is Big Sean, correct? I believe
So yes, yeah. I think
she was
you're
with
right.
Big Sean.
I honestly don't remember who she dated.
Pete
Like, who's
Davidson.
Ricky? Sure, of course.
Yeah, I don't know who. It's
Who's
probably
Malcolm?
Ricky.
I don't know who
It's probably
Malcolm is.
Ricky Rubio, right?
Okay, yeah. Sure.
And Malcolm Jamal Warner, probably.
Okay.
Right? For the Knicks. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. She kind of took the games. Shout out to the game, but she kind of took the game's gimmick there by using people's real names, referencing, in a bar. She's saying thank you. Seems like she's saying thank you for teaching me these things, but also next, like I'm on to the next one, or keep them coming. Maybe she's such a, you know what I'm saying? She's like, keep them coming. You know what I mean?
I think she's looking at it as more of a learning experience, a life experience. going through these relationships and trying to find. Part of it is also trying to find herself, right? Because this part right here where it's like because I know they say I move on too fast, but this one's gonna last because her name is Ari, right? Like she's basically talking about herself, and I'm so good with that. So she's trying to be comfortable with herself, trying to know who she is as a person first, and then looking to start a relationship with other people. So uh, I think that's kind of what she's going down, right?
Jeff, are you a Ariana Grande fan?
You know, I'm cool with it. I'm not like a big fan. I'm like, all right.
I have the most pettiest complaint for it's like, dude, she has it's like James Rumor. She has the same hair for like fucking all these years, dude. Like she don't want to change up that hair, dude. You know, that's my whole complaint. It's like, dude, this it's always in a ponytail with the it's almost like eighth grade, right? That's the eighth grade haircut, right, Ninja? You would see
Yeah.
girls with the eighth grade hair all the time.
Uh huh.
I've never seen her look any different.
It's what
Sure.
works.
You know?
dog.
Yeah.
Works for her.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ninja, what song do you have on deck for this next one?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say I have an angry song.
Okay.
It's and this song is honestly just a fun song to listen to. It's "Fuck You" by CeeLo Green.
This is a huge song.
Yeah,
This was a huge
song.
song.
Huge song.
And I can't
But,
believe that mainstream would actually. It's like they gave it a pass, right? Like,
Well, I mean, they didn't say "fuck you" on the radio, right?
right,
Yeah.
correct.
They said either "forget you,"
Yeah.
or
Or they just bleep it.
or they bleep it and say or they say "f you" or something. There was definitely like some radio friendly versions of this song. But yeah, here's some of the. I mean, I can read the lyrics. We all know what they are, but I mean, all right. I see you driving around town with a girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough, and I'm like, fuck you and fuck her too. Said, if I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ha, now ain't that some shit? And although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best with a fuck you. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't afford a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can't get you there. I guess he's an Xbox and I'm more Atari, but the way you play the game is fair. I mean, he's angry, right? He's just saying stuff because he's just angry in the moment, which I get. I understand that.
He's
I
a
can
broke boy.
Yeah, and yeah, he doesn't have any money,
Yeah.
and
Fucking broke boy, that's what.
it's kind of his fault for falling in love with someone who's a bit of a gold digger, right?
That's true.
Right. I mean, even the line is, "I pity the fool that falls in love with you. Oh shit, she's a gold digger." So, I mean, yeah, kind of his fault, but yeah, it's I understand why he can be so angry and just saying "fuck you" all over the place. Um, but yeah, it's in terms of like an angry breakup song. I think this is probably one of the angrier ones because he's just going off, right? Even though later on he's kind of like, he's talking about the relationship. Now I know that I had to borrow, beg, and steal, and lie and cheat, trying to keep you, trying to please it, because being in love with your ass ain't cheap. You know, it kind of sounds like a very like one of your, I don't know, one of your first relationships, right? Where you're kind of like you're with a girl and you want to be with them, so you try to do whatever you can with them, and you spend money on them, and they still treat you like dirt, and you're kind of like your brain is all messed up, so you don't really know how you should function in this relationship, and and then they break up with you, and it's like, wait, what happened? I thought I, gave you all this stuff and yada yada yada. And it's like, I guess it turns out that she wasn't a great person. Obviously, this is from his point of view. Maybe she was a great person. He was just a bad boyfriend. Who knows? But
like what Joff said, he was probably a broke boy, right?
no, he was. He definitely he straight up
definitely
said he
washed. Talk about Atari,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Ain't no one want to talk to you about if you referencing yourself as an Atari.
Yeah. Can't afford a Ferrari. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of us here can't afford a Ferrari, but But yeah, he's just angry, and I'm here for it. I'm just here for it. But I like how he's kind of like still, trying to be the nice guy, right? Like he goes and he goes and says, "I still wish you the best," with a "fuck you," So it's like, yeah, go do your thing. I wish you the best, but at the same time, fuck you, fuck your life, Which I do appreciate that. I definitely do, and that's why I went with the song. And plus, the song it was a banger back in the day. Huge song, all over the radio. And it was definitely a nice. It was an interesting song in that era, right? Like, if you listen to it, obviously the song doesn't sound like any other pop song out there. It's got like all these different elements to it that you don't normally associate with a pop song from 2010. So I think it was just something different at the time that we needed something different, and the content was definitely something that makes you notice it. So that's kind of the reason why I wanted to put this song up here.
Well, segueing from that, we were talking about the angry breakup songs, heartbreak songs, and stuff. I actually have a current one. Well, not really current. Not really a known one, unless you are a big fan of this artist. I'm talking about my boy Future. Future is one of the most toxic dudes ever. He's known for his toxicity and all this stuff. But there's this one song here that he came out with, and I believe the lyrics are just so crazy, and I can't help to think it is about Ciara and Russell Wilson. Right? So the name of the song, it's actually on a single called Monster, but it's a part 2. You know how some songs have 2 parts, so you have to listen to a whole first song still before you get to this one song, right? And I believe the name of the actual song is called Throwaway, but let me read some of these lyrics to you, since you know who the person is being talked about, right? So, kind of a weird formatted song, not really a hook, but it starts off with, he says, deep down, I believe you're a monster too. And you know how sometimes some songs go with just a repeat of a certain thing, So the song or the line that he has here is go on and fuck that, get it over with. He keeps saying, go on, fuck that, get it over with. You know what I mean? Go and fuck him. You know what I'm saying? And these lyrics here are, again, super crazy. Let me get to the chorus part. He says, does sexing on the late night mean that much to you? My love don't mean that much to you. Fucking these hoes meant too damn much to you. I just hope that when you finish, he can say that he love you. Let me repeat that. I just hope when you fucking on that, when you finish, he can say that he love you. Now, do you feel better about yourself? Do you feel better about yourself? Did you feel better when I left? Mark my words, I'm a ball without you. I came home last night to a menage. Got my dick sucked and I was thinking about you. That is the craziest line right there. Got my dick sucked and I was thinking about you. I was fucking on a slut and I was thinking about you. When you fucking on that dude, hope you thinking about me. When you fucking with that dude, hope you thinking about me because I'm thinking about you. He's basically saying, as you're fucking Russell Wilson, and as I'm with my hoes, I'm thinking about you, and I hope you're thinking about me. Is what. And when it goes on to the second verse, he starts off with, "I want you to fuck him in paradise, because I want to be in your head tonight. If loving me in public ain't safe, you could take my love and hide it. Don't give up on me today. Hold on to me like a true love." I told you it was a true love. I ended up with temptations. You going out the country. You posting up on IG. I'm laid up with my side piece. The one that texts you while you was right there laying up beside me. This is the most ridiculous, Future song. And I remember when I first heard it, it was like, all right, you know how you fall in love with the beat and you become like, all right, that's a cool song, right? And then when you start listening to the lyrics, like, did he just say, I hope you fucking on that dude while you're thinking about me? So when I went and read all the lyrics, I was just like, holy shit, this is super messy. Not only that, you know who he's talking about. He's talking about Ciara. He's talking about Russell. You know what I'm saying? So, again, one of my favorite artists of all time, just because of his style of rapping, just because he does this whole toxic gimmick that he does. But Future's really, really, I enjoy his music. But that's probably one of his most... you sense heartbreak in there, yet you sense him being a scumbag. You say it's just a whole bunch of stuff. This guy is just so messed up. He just messed up. That's all. You know what I mean? Regardless of, whose fault or whatever. It's like, you're just a messed up individual right here. So, again, I don't think that's a song I would have been bumping if I'm in my feelings. It was definitely a song I was bumping just because I wanted to hear him be toxic, I guess. But nothing that I can relate to, because a lot of the things he says in there that's crazy. I hope when you're doing him, I hope you're thinking about me.
Yeah, it's a little wild for sure.
And I'm thinking like, dang, so you could be thinking about Ciara right now, having sex with with the great Russell Wilson, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Yet you're hoping you're on her mind. You know what I mean? It's just messed up. So yeah, that's the song I got. Jason, what about you? What's the next song that you got? We got about 20 minutes left, guys.
So my next song, from one of my favorite artists, John Legend. So it's "Used to Love You."
All right. Any particular reason why, or any bars that stand out here? What is it about the song?
It's pretty much the entire song. So I'll start off with the first verse. So, maybe it's me, maybe I bore you. Oh no, it's my fault because I can't afford you. Maybe, baby, Puffy, Jay-Z would all be better for you because all I could do was love you. And then it goes into the choruses. Baby, when I used to love you, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. I went through the fire for you, anything you asked me to. But I'm tired of living this lie. It's getting harder to justify. I realize that I just don't love you, not like I used to. So that's pretty much the first verse and the first part of the chorus. So, and then
Interesting.
and then the second verse goes, now maybe I should rob somebody so we could live like Whitney and Bobby. It's probably my fault, my bad, my loss, but you are the cause. Because all I could do was love you, and then it goes back into the chorus, and then it goes, "Do you remember when I used to love you, baby? No, not anymore." And then it does like parentheses, like the side voices, like "I don't love you, used to love you, I love you, and you're gonna miss me now." And it goes back into the chorus where it goes, "Baby, when I used to love you, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. I went through the fire for you, but I'm not gonna play the fool. and I can't live this lie. I can't justify, and I can't make you my wife. I don't love you, not like I used to. So it's just he's actually just like just saying like I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm fed up. I want out. I want nothing to do with you, pretty much.
Joff, I saw you shaking your head in the first couple of bars. What were you thinking of when you first heard when you were hearing those lyrics?
Fucking sad, dog. Just mentioning Puffy, Jay-Z, and all that shit. Damn. Gold digger.
Well, I almost got the feeling that Jason, can you read that bar about? It was in the first verse about having money.
Oh, okay, so maybe it's me. Maybe I bore you. Oh no, it's my fault because I can't afford you.
Okay, so this is a case of some guy shooting his shot at somebody he can't afford to take her out. So is he
Don't be a broke boy, dog.
well, not only
Moral
be a
of the
broke
story.
boy, but are you delusional? This is what I'm kind of getting like. Are you delusional? Like I don't even think this chick knows that you guys are together. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about you can't even afford her, and I'm done with you and all that stuff. I don't know if John Legend was really with this person he's talking about in this fucking song. I just kind of get that feeling. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like later on he's talking about how I'm tired of living this lie. It's getting harder to justify. I realize that I just don't love you, not like I used to. And I'm like, well, what happened in between
Yeah,
all that? Like, I don't
I'm
really
pretty
understand.
sure. So this was my thing. Is like I think at the beginning they were good,
Yeah,
and then realizing who she was, like what she
a
was
gold
wanting
digger.
or what she needed, but he couldn't provide that like financially
Hmm. But
at some point. So it's
He probably didn't even hit it. He probably didn't even hit it.
he probably did.
I mean, that's possible. Yeah.
It can go in many ways. Also,
Yeah.
saying it can go in many ways.
Dang,
Maybe this was all in his head.
dog.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I don't really know what happened because he goes from I can't afford you, to I don't love you like I used to, and it's like what happened in the middle of all that? Baby, when I used to love you, I went through the fire for you, but I'm tired of living this lie. It's getting harder to justify. I don't know what happened.
And not
Now
only that,
maybe I
but
should rob somebody so we can live like Whitney and Bobby.
that's crazy right there. That's a crazy bar right there.
Yeah.
What's up, Yola B? And also, Joff, you mentioned that he talked about he's name dropping Jay-Z, Puffy, right?
Would all be better for you.
A lot of insecurity there, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that he has to bring up other people. You know what I mean? But I'm like, wait a second, you're John Legend. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this was
You're John
also
Legend.
it's 2004, so this was I guess Puffy and Jay-Z were huge in 2004, and John Legend was
He was pretty
not as
fucking big.
big in 2004.
He was
Well, I
pretty
mean-
fucking big, yeah.
No, this was his.
Not yet.
Not yet, because this was his first commercial album.
So he's not even with Good Music yet and all that stuff.
No.
Oh no, this was legit music. Like even the stuff.
No, I meant with Kanye, Good Music, because he signed to Good Music with Kanye. Is he?
Yeah.
He's not even signed to Kanye at this point.
Kanye was still in this album.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so he's Good Music.
So
Already.
Kanye had his fingers in this album, but other than that, I mean, even before that, like when he was still doing his all his live shows, like just around at the East Coast and Ohio and stuff, like he was still going by his real name. He wasn't using Legend yet. So, I mean, yeah, he was doing some great music. That's how I found him, was just listening to random ass stuff. And then when that commercial album came out, and I was like, oh shit. And this video is even more crazier because I think the setting is in a church too. So
One of the funniest bars that Kanye said recently, because I don't think he's no longer friends with these guys. He's like,
No.
John Legend and Common. always fucking performing for the Democrats. You know, it's like I was like, that's pretty fucking accurate right there. I was just like, so you know them. So always performing for the Democrats at their DNCs or whatever. I was like, that's pretty funny, Kanye. So yeah, I was gonna say that's John Legend right there. Any other thoughts on that song, Joff Ninja? This will probably be our last round too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any other thoughts on this one. I'm just saying this was a weird up and down kind of song. Like I'm not really sure what happened in between all of that, but yeah, okay. Like why doesn't he love her anymore? You know, curious.
Or vice versa. What happened? Or what did she do?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Or what did you do?
Well, I think maybe he was insecure, right? Because he also goes like, "It's my fault, my bad, my loss." You know,
Bro, you didn't do enough.
maybe, who knows? I don't know.
Right.
I'm just. It doesn't necessarily tell the full story, but that's where he's at in his life now.
All right. Who got next here? Shout out to my man RJ. Shout out to you, dog. I hope you're doing good. To our Elite X member out there, RJ. I hope you're doing good. We're talking about the best breakup songs, best friend zone songs. So if you wanted to put a song in there, we could comment on it also. So yeah, this is the last round. Who's next up?
Uh,
All right, Joff. What do you got?
Diplo, Skrillex, Justin Bieber. Where are you now?
Dang, you went straight pop, like international pop, with Skrillex. All right, I'm not familiar with the song.
It's a pretty good song.
Well, as soon as he said it, Ninja, you were like, "Yo,"
I just wasn't expecting it. Is what I meant. You know, it's like, whoa.
Are you a fan of the song though?
It's pretty good. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a fun song.
All right, okay, Joff, what is it about the song that first of all, is it more of a breakup song? Is it more of a friend zone song? How would you classify it?
It's he feels like he was abandoned, like he got betrayed in a way, like he was always there for her, and then when like he needed her and she's gone and shit.
She's gone. Yeah.
That's pretty much the gist of the song. Is like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just they really know lyrics. That's pretty much it.
Because here's the lyrics, right? Where are you now that I need you the most? When you broke down, I didn't leave you. I stayed by your side. So where are you now that I need you the most? I gave you attention when nobody else was paying. I gave you the shirt off my back. What you saying? To keep you warm, I showed you the game everybody else was playing. That's for sure. And I was on my knees when nobody else was praying, oh Lord. So yeah, he's just lamenting the fact that she's not there for him when he was there for her.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, as a pop song, it's pretty good. I enjoy it. I gave you my heart when you said yours was broken. Yes, I did. I gave you the key when the door wasn't open. Just admit it. See, I gave you faith, turned your doubt into hoping. Can't deny it. Now I'm all alone, and my joys turn to moping. I just didn't think this song would be fun.
I know, Joff. This is kind
So
of
random.
like, all right.
A little random.
Joff can get in his feelings every once in a while, right? For somebody else, it's probably not his feelings, but he's like, oh yeah, I could kind of relate. I don't know.
Hey man, like Shrek said, onions, layers.
Wow. The fact that you fucking just quoted Shrek right now. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
ogres got layers, food.
RJ down there was saying, hell off topic, but I did want to ask these guys' opinions on it. Maybe we'll do it for the last 10 minutes here. RJ was saying, I just got to say that the halftime show of the Super Bowl was dope. Just saying. I don't know if RJ's still here, but yeah, maybe we'll talk about that. We're just rounding off these last couple of songs here. Is it Ninja turn? Ninja?
Yeah. I'm gonna go back in time, and I'm gonna say, "I'll Never Get Over You Getting Over Me" by Expose.
Oh shit! Holy shit! Hold on, one of the greatest hooks ever, too. Right? I'll never get over you getting over me. Right?
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
greatest.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep. That is the
Why
song.
why
Okay.
why that particular song, Ninja?
I think part of it is because you're kind of never really like once you break up with someone, you do kind of leave the door open, right? Like maybe they'll come to their senses, or maybe I'll come to my senses, or whatever. The door's kind of like still sort of open, and then you until you see like evidence that they've moved on. It's never really for a lot of times it's never really over until you actually see that. And I thought that was it was pretty interesting perspective on it, right? Um, but yeah, she just can't, or they can't really believe that it's actually over, kind of thing. And I thought that was it's a fair it's. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people out there have gone through it. I've gone through it. That's kind of why you go through the on again, off again kind of thing.
Do me a favor and read those first couple of bars. because those first couple of bars is what makes the especially that first line.
What? I hear you're taking the town again, having a good time with all your good time friends.
I've always liked that line, like having a good time with all your good time friends, right? It's like she doesn't want you to hang out with the boys. So, you're over there hanging out.
Yeah,
and
I'm over here in my feels.
And that bar too, your good time friends.
Yeah.
Like, I don't consider Joff my good time friend, but that's what she's referring to.
That's what she would be talking about. Yeah. I don't think that you think of me. You're on your own now, and I'm alone and free. I know that I should get on with my life, but a life lived without you can never be right. As long as the stars shine down from the heavens, long as the rivers run to the sea, I'll never get over you getting over me.
I bet you that dude wasn't even thinking about her, right? He was like, he wasn't thinking about that, right?
I mean, that's what she thinks too. She thinks that too. So,
Yeah, she need to get over that, right? She need to. It's like,
and it's tough. It's tough sometimes.
It is, I guess. But sometimes you want to tell your friend, like, dude, that person wasn't even worth it. Let's go out.
Yeah.
Let's.
I mean, it's always easy to be that person to just say,
right,
let's go out.
Exactly.
I'll be your good time friend.
Yes.
we'll go have good times. It's easy to be the good time friend. But obviously when you're the person going through it, it's a little tougher. And plus this is an old song that I really enjoyed. When I was growing up, and I have it on a playlist somewhere.
That's
not a breakup
crazy.
playlist. Not a breakup playlist. I have a '90s like R&B rap playlist, so it's on there.
But a young Waldo had Expose in her.
It was on the radio. It was just on the radio. This song.
Did you ever record it from the radio? Did you ever? Was it on a mixtape? No.
No, I didn't do any of that.
They had another song, right? They had a more high energy song, right? I forget the name of that song. But very beautiful too back in the day. Expose was, they had those big shoulder pads, right? Those
I mean, they
shoulder
were
pads.
around during the 90s, man.
Yes. So there you go. Expose. Is it to me the last song?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a rock song on here, guys. And yeah, you know me. We're talking about The Cure. The one I'm gonna go with though is actually "In Between Days." One of my favorite songs ever, but just of the little parts in it. If you want to talk about being so extreme when it comes to your feelings, the first bar in here is "Yesterday I got so old I felt like I could die." Yesterday I got so old it made me want to cry. And then it goes on with "Go on, just walk away." So he's like, "Hey, go ahead." But the one bar in here that makes it the song is, "And I know it was wrong when I said it was true, that it couldn't be me and be her in between without you." And this is one of their biggest songs. The Cure actually has a whole bunch of big songs, but again, songs like this is what encapsulated his. The Cure. Most of their music is about heartbreak, about loss, and all that stuff. So I've always equated a young 9-year-old Ron in 1989. You know what I mean? Like not knowing what these lyrics really truly mean, but to kind of relate to it in some type of way. I don't know. But when later on in the song it talks about come back, don't walk away, come back today. Why can't you see, come back to me? So even though in the beginning you have that whole denial of go ahead and walk away from me, it's like, no, I really do want you back though. So a song about heartbreak, song about loss, not necessarily being friend zoned, but just within that realm right there. So guys, this is episode 133 of the Hub 408. My name is Ron Sara. That's Jay Jericho, Jopsimus Prime, Ninja Iceberg. We got a couple of minutes left, and we'll get into recos and all that stuff. But I did want to ask you guys real quick, since somebody did bring it up. I did want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. How did you guys feel, real quick? All right, Joff, how did you feel about seeing Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and all that stuff? How did you feel about that Super Bowl performance?
I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, like, it's like it hit me. Like we complain, they always had fucking Rolling Stones, The Who, fucking Paul McCartney, all that shit. Like, man, fucking, why do they always have these fucking old people acts and shit? And then it hit me.
Yeah,
like,
old people, white people. Yeah.
Like, fuck, we're the old people now. Because some people don't even, like, it was wild. Like, DeMar DeRozan was telling a story, like, some of his teammates don't even know who Mary J. Blige was, dog.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Wow.
That's pretty wild.
So I'm like, damn.
Like, how did your parents not play this stuff when you were a kid? That's impossible.
Dang, that made me feel super old right now.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, really, it's like, oh yeah, the Who, whatever. Because like, man, it's Eric Clapton, whatever. It's like, oh, it's old people, and then, oh, Dr. Dre, Snoop, fucking 50. Damn, 50 was thick.
He was being fat shamed. What do you guys think about that?
He's not even fat, dude. He's just not
thick.
He's not shredded. Yeah, he's like, because
he was working out, but he was eating.
He's old now. What can you do?
He's thick, dude. He's thick.
I think he's in great shape, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think anybody would want to be.
He can hang upside down.
Yeah,
he can hang
no
upside
shit,
down.
right? He was hanging upside
down.
Be
pretty.
Because when they saw that video when 50 did that, 50 was shredded.
Yes,
he's not shredded. Sure. He's still like, you can still see like, dude, he's yoked, but he's not shredded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but he's a good yoke too. I don't think he looked fat. So when people were like kind of
his
going
face
in
was
on
kind
him,
of puffy though.
Yeah,
that's why.
Again,
but,
hanging upside down.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
And running out of breath too, right? People were like, "Oh, he was running out of breath on his bars and stuff."
Dude, he was hanging upside down, dog.
My,
And
my,
he's not. He's older now.
my
Yeah.
thing was, I wonder if there's a prop bet to how long he would stay upside down. That's what I was thinking in my head.
Well, he was there for a second. You know what I mean? I know for sure he was there for a second because he had to get set up, and they had to do that whole thing where they point down to him and all that stuff. So
They didn't play any They didn't play their death row stuff though. I don't know what's that about. It's probably some right shit or whatever. They don't want to pay royalties.
Well, I mean, it's finalized already, right? Snoop owns it.
Yeah, Snoop
he owns it. Kind of crazy too to think about. The previous owners was a whole bunch of owners, but Hasbro was the one that owned.
That was a weird one.
Death Row. So for him to get it off of that, I'm happy. First of all, good. Shout out to him. For getting. It's like, dang, who else would run it? What other better person to do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than him.
They should have had a fucking limited edition collab, like a fucking transforming lowrider, bro.
That would have been sick.
A death row.
Transforming gin and juice.
Yeah, like the shit that they use for Dr. Dre's Let It Ride video. All those lowriders.
Mm-hmm. This was probably the most. This show had so much culture. Like the things that the dancers were dancing on was the actual map and neighborhoods of LA. If you go and rewatch that stuff, the stuff that was on the grass was actual, like an overhead view of all the neighborhoods of LA, all the sets in the hoods. Kind of awesome. I kind of get the feeling though, Jeff, that they would just play the commercial stuff, like DRE. Not that big of a fan of that song, but it was kind of cool to see. You saw Jay-Z singing along to it, and that's awesome because Easter egg, he fucking wrote the song. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of cool to see that. When of course, one of the big talking points too was Kendrick. For somebody of Kendrick's stature, people are always talking about Drake, Kendrick, Big Sean, J. Cole, this era, certain guys that are the upper echelon of guys that's, making hip hop music. And for Kendrick to be this generation to get on that level, I was like, that's pretty fucking awesome.
The in between between like, the older generation and the newer generation, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And to think he came after 50. A lot of people also have said, "Oh, where was the game at? Maybe the game should have been there." So some people are kind of talking about that, but that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Even though they have no problem with each other, they still work together and all that stuff. It was mainly those artists that they had brought out. Mary J looked good too, for somebody that's 51. You know what I mean? She out here killing it. I know she got a brand new album that just dropped also. So yeah, and to see, of course, again, one of the big talking points was Eminem taking a knee. At first people were like, "Yo, is he taking a knee because he's, they're paying homage to Tupac?" Because how he played I Ain't Mad at You right there where Dr. Dre started playing the piano. Mm-hmm. But hey, maybe it was an homage to Cap. I don't believe they've really actually confirmed that it was. But it seems like something Eminem would do. Go ahead.
I mean, they were saying that he was doing it during rehearsal, so
yeah. So
it got by. So the NFL wasn't complaining about it. So,
and I don't think they had. If they were, I think that would have been even bigger news.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would have been even bigger news. But people are wondering if Snoop was going to... There was actually bets, so I don't even know how that worked out because people are like, yo, It was in one of the, I forget what sports book they were talking about. They were like, there was an actual bet if Snoop would actually smoke during the concert, but he smoked before the concert.
Before the concert, yeah.
But it was still on field, so it was like, dude, does that count? What if you placed a bet? Mm-hmm. Would you argue that? Would you argue that bet?
The thing was, he was hiding in the stairs, so it was just, that's what made it even more funny.
But he was hella hitting that shit. He was like, yo, hurry up. He was taking fat hits. But yeah, then any other words, regarding this event? I know Joff was like, hey, now we're the old people being able to enjoy this. Now they're playing our music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just think that the backlash that it got is kind of ridiculous. Obviously, right wingers are complaining about it.
Oh yeah.
Yada, and it's like, well, yeah, of course you'd complain about it.
I read one person's post talking about you know who are a great performer? Ted Nugent. That's who they should have had, or the Stones.
Not even hiding it. Kid Rock. We should have had
Rock.
Kid
Yeah,
Rock.
we should have had. Yeah, like, are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it's because obviously Ted Nugent and Kid Rock are like ultra right wing, super right wing people nowadays. So of course they would want those guys on there. Not even hiding, like I said, not even hiding it. So yeah. But yeah, the backlash to that, the whole this is sexual anarchy, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's honestly very ridiculous. If you don't like the music, you don't like the music. But I mean, you're coming in here and you're saying all these things, and it's like, dude, you're really showing me that if people didn't think you were racist before, you're definitely racist now. I mean, there's no
hiding it.
There's no hiding it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And it's shame on those folks too that happen to be our age talking about it was all right. Look, guys, let's be clear here. This was huge for the culture that we grew up on.
Sure.
For the hip hop culture. If we want to take it even more so, for Black folks in general too, to see their music, the place where they come from, if you happen to be from down south or whatever, or even if you happen to be somebody like that grew up on Eminem and you fucking loved his shit, to see that on stage, I thought that was pretty fucking amazing. I also thought this is the only time they'll ever give they ain't gonna give us, you know what I mean? Maybe the NBA All-Star games and stuff, they've always came with dope performers, current performers. So I was happy that the NFL gave us that, but I don't think they'll ever give this to us ever again. You know what I mean?
Something like this, probably not. I mean, I don't know who else you would bring in on that. I mean, like, I wonder who they're gonna bring in next year. Probably some like BTS. Some country shit or. Well, dude, even if they bring in BTS, that would make a lot more sense than like some random old fogey from like the 1960s, right? Like, who is your audience? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you bring in a BTS or a Blackpink, it'd be like, that makes sense.
Well, Jay-Z's in charge of that shit now, right?
And hella people would watch that.
That's part of the deal that he signed with the NFL, right? He's in charge of the halftime shit, like all that stuff.
Oh, for the next couple of years?
Yeah, Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z has a hand on like some of the halftime stuff. So, we'll see.
Well, I don't know who they would get, next year. Maybe some. They'd probably get Puffy in them. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But who knows?
I mean, that'd be kind of interesting. Where are they playing next year? Do we know?
Arizona.
Oh, it could be anybody then.
Actually, you can't even do Puffy. It's funny. I think it was Jermaine Dupri that said Puffy can't even do a verses because all the people that he worked with are either dead or gone. They don't mess with him no more. You know what I mean? So I don't know who would be in that slot.
Wu-Tang.
Okay, if they gave us some Wu-Tang, I think that'd be definitely levels from where we're at right now. Like, holy shit. That'd be
Or
kind
Rage
of
Against the Machine. Oh, they should bring in Rage Against the Machine.
man.
That would
Rage
be
and Wu-Tang.
hilarious.
Yeah,
I would,
Rage
I would
and
love
Wu-Tang,
that.
dog.
Yeah,
I
Rage
would
and Wu-Tang.
love that.
If it was a Rock the Bells concert, I'd be like,
Yeah,
whoa,
Rage and
wow.
Wu-Tang.
It's like the irony all over the place. This
I'd be in for
corporate,
that.
commercial, consumer-driven like Super Bowl, and then you bring in like a Wu-Tang and someone as divisive as like a Rage
Rage.
Against the Machine would be hilarious. I would love it. It'd be amazing.
A couple of people showing up late here. The fool you just said to me said hello.
That's an amazing name.
Look at this one right here. Biden 2024. Asian people.
Asian people, yes.
Yay. I like this guy right here. He just put no bitches.
No bitches.
And I don't know what that means right there. He's writing in Braille, supposedly.
Well, it's no. You have to go to the chat. Probably.
Yeah, and I'm looking here on the chat. It still doesn't mean anything, but yeah, thank you guys.
Right.
I appreciate you guys for coming through. These are Twitch users too, so shout out to you guys. Let's wrap it up though, real quick. I was gonna say let's go to recos. Jay, do you have a reco for this week? You ain't got shit, huh? All right. Thanks for contributing.
All I can say is, if you're a Destiny 2 player, their new DLC drops next Tuesday. So
there you go.
Have fun with that.
Horizon came out today, right?
I think so.
I don't know what its Megamind means. The fuck you just said say to me. But shout out to you out there. Joff, do you have any recommendations?
There's I haven't finished it, but it just came out on Netflix. It's the documentary on Kanye, Genius.
Amazing.
I'm in the middle of the first one. It's just they're just documenting. I mean, I don't know.
How'd you feel?
It's cool to see his beginnings and trying to figure out like where it all what happened. Well, legally his name's not even Kanye now; it's just Ye, right? He legally changed his name to Ye. So, but it's like, dude, seeing a young Kanye like playing beats for Talib and Mos Def and shit is like fucking crazy. So it's just like, and he just didn't want to be. Ultimately, he just didn't want to be a producer. So, but like, he could have made fucking boatloads of money just being a producer, really. Because he's working with everybody, but that wasn't his plan. So
yeah, to be honest, I've always thought Kanye was he was a better producer than a rapper. Like, I've always thought that.
I was gonna say this. I watched the first episode too. There's 3 episodes. The first one just dropped this week.
They're releasing it weekly, which is surprising because Netflix usually just releases everything all at once.
Yeah, I think he wanted to stretch this. I think they wanted to stretch this out as much as they can. What I really liked about this was there's no talking heads in here. It's all footage.
Yeah.
And the guy that made the documentary, I happened to befriend Kanye, but he was inspired by the documentary Hoop Dreams. And he said, I want to do a version of Hoop Dreams, but it would be Kanye. So if you could imagine, this guy has been filming since 1990, 98, 97?
Yeah, early. Like
1997, all the way until now. So this first episode made me, how do you say it? It reminds you why you fell in love with this dude. It reminds you why you became a fan of Kanye. So to see, man, there's this part where he's with his mom, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking knowing that, you know, for me as being a big Kanye fan, like, as soon as his mom died, he just never recovered. He didn't even get a chance to recover. He just worked,
Yeah,
and maybe that's why he is who he is now.
yeah. That's why I couldn't really like, you know, can't really just not write him off, but like
Mm-hmm.
can't really get mad because part of me thinks he's like, dude, he just I don't know if he's still grieving. He's just like, dude, he lost his mom because of cosmetic surgery. It's not even
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? It's not even his mom's not even sick. It's just like, it just sucks.
Yeah.
And it also makes you think to like, oh, how would he have been if his mom were able to have survived that surgery too? But not only that, again, this is such a cool doc where again this guy gave up his life, uh, a person that was a comedian trying to make his own, bones in the world. All of a sudden says, hey, I'm going to stop everything that I'm doing and I'm going to record this person and see him blow up to be a star. So the first episode was cool. I think it covers it all the way up into his. I don't even think he had his accident yet in some of the stuff. So a lot of this early footage, you get to see Kanye just being ignored. No one really paying attention to him. At one point he's standing in the middle of New York. And people are just walking by him. I'm pretty sure he can't do that nowadays. He can't stand in the middle of New York and just like try and buy a pizza. I love how they showed him buying pornography. He goes, "I have an addiction, guys. Sorry, excuse me." And he buys a copy of Black Tail, I believe it was. So, yeah, Joff. That again, that's a very good reco. One of my recos too. Joff, any other recos?
God, I'm just in watching a bunch of documentaries, mostly like
Yeah.
World War II stuff, because like I was trying to remember all the stuff that we were taught about World War II and all that stuff, like, and some of it you're missing details, you're missing context, you know, uh, like I was watching one where they're talking about the Blitzkrieg, where you know they had like German soldiers had to like go nonstop for 3 days, and why, and the reason they were able to do that is because they were on meth. Like
Holy shit!
it was like it was over the counter in Germany. Like it's like a drug. Like if you want to get stuff done, you take that and you power through shit, and then it's legal over there at that time. It's like tablets, and they're saying like, yeah, if you're like your morale is low because because you haven't been rest and you're going to war and like, the possibility of you dying, that shit is low. It's bad for your morale. You're going to be down. But if you're on meth, you're a fucking gung ho go getter and shit. So
yeah,
that's why they were able to
that's
fucking
wild.
power through. Shit, like little details like that you never knew. So
Mhm.
yeah, so it's just yeah, just that. Yeah, just documentaries.
Awesome. And you can check out Genius. That's on Netflix right now. Go check that out. Ninja, any recommendations for this episode of the Hub?
Sure. I've been playing Lost Ark. It's a free-to-play MMO that came out last week, and everyone jumped on it. One of my buddies was like, "We should go play it," and I'm like, And I was basically like, okay, I guess. I kind of just wanted to fuck around with something, and so I made a character, jumped on, and I'm playing around with it. It's pretty fun. I'm not like super grinding it. Like a lot of people are grinding to 50 because that's the max level right now and all that. But I'm just taking it easy, chilling. I'm at level 20. The game's kind of like Diablo. It's isometric, click to move. Um, and yeah, it's just fun, no brainer, kind of like just messing around. It's really quick to get in, do some grinding. Grinding is actually pretty. It's actually pretty smooth if you want to just grind. Like if you just turn in quests and things like that, it's actually pretty easy. Like I hit level 20 pretty quick in the amount of hours that I've played. So and if you don't like listen to the story or anything like that, you could definitely hit like a decent amount in like 8 hours. Um, but yeah, I'm just taking my time, enjoying it. I haven't played an MMO in like a very, very long time, so um, a lot of people are getting into it. A lot of people on Twitch were getting into it. My buddy really wanted to play it, so I just jumped in and just started playing with it. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna recommend Lost Ark. It's on Steam. It's free. You can download it and play it right now if you wanted to. So
Awesome.
that's my reco.
All right. I got a couple of recos also. I talked about it earlier, but go check out Bel Air. It's on Peacock right now. It's a reimagining of The Fresh Prince. Again, I really, really like it. It's cool seeing, how do I say this? A very prominent black cast. There's no colorism here. And I'm talking about, nobody is out here light skinned and super pretty. It's just a real, I think, of course, Will Smith is involved with this. So I think a lot of the things that was out there that people were shitting on, they want to correct by having it included in the stuff that they have going on. So the fact that they went with a serious tone, I love how they really make this entire thing serious. If you think about some of the dramas that we watch and all that stuff, you'll get hooked on something like Bel Air. Yeah, there's funny parts in there, but a lot of it isn't funny. The Uncle Phil character, who I really liked, he's our age. We're Uncle Phil. You used to always look at Uncle Phil like, oh, this guy's talking about the 70s and all that stuff. Where this version of Uncle Phil is like, dude, I saw Wu-Tang and Tribe Called Quest in '93. And he has a big ass poster and he's talking to, Jeffrey. And this version of Jeffrey's awesome too. So like, they come from the eras that we grew up on. And now he's bringing in, a young Will Smith. His name still is Will Smith on the show. So for Will to get involved in whatever he was, we all know the story, but just the retelling of it, very, very cool. So please check that out. Again, one of the funniest shows becomes quite serious. So if you have Peacock, go ahead and check that out. Another real show that I really, really like is Peacemaker. We've been talking about it here for the last couple of weeks already. It's got great reviews. You can watch it all in its entirety now. You could, what was it, 8 episodes, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think it's 8 episodes. Yeah.
8 episodes. The last one just dropped earlier this week. It did get renewed for a second season. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's one of the best it's one of the best things DC has done in a second. A lot of people were kind of divisive with all the other stuff they put out. For me, one of the coolest things that I liked was and a lot of people weren't even really fucking with the show, the Watchmen. I really liked Watchmen with is it Regina King?
Regina King, but that one actually got a ton of good reviews. Like
it did, right?
It is a critical. It's a very critically acclaimed movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So I, ever since then though, the things that they've been putting out, I'm like, I don't know. So for a Peacemaker to come out, surprising. It's really really good. I'm super excited also for the next V Batman. Right? Is that next
Mhm.
week now or
The next
soon?
Disney, the next DC thing coming out. Yeah.
Super excited for that, man. It just looks so badass too. So DC's kind of killing it right now. With the Peacemaker. Hopefully they have a good run of more stuff. Go ahead, Jeff.
I'll wait for the black and white version of Peacemaker
Ooh.
before I watch
Give me the Snyder cut of the Batman.
Peacemaker Justice is Gray version. That's probably funnier.
That would be
Funnier than what it is.
It's probably like fucking 2 hours an episode too, something like that. They put all the stuff that they cut.
And something that I was gonna say, Ninja had talked about a video game earlier. I went and revisited because they did a remastered version of GTA Vice City. So I'm actually playing that right now to kind of relive that style of play and all that stuff. So really fun stuff. But yeah, that's all that I got. My name is Ron Sar. This is Jay Jericho, Jocelyn's Prime Ninja Iceberg. Any last words going on? Any last words before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say, be careful out there. I know the mask mandate has been lifted all throughout California, except for Santa Clara County. So I'm actually okay with that, right? Like I'm
Me too.
perfectly okay with that. But everywhere else, it's been lifted. I mean, it's honestly up to you how you guys want to deal with it. No, it's really kind of weird how we're all just kind of like, nah, fuck it, YOLO. And it's like, all right, I guess. I'm.
They talked about a truce with COVID. This is a truce with COVID that we're all. That's the most ridiculous shit I've heard.
Don't.
Yeah, let's have diplomatic relationships with the disease. Like, yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, so I mean, I guess whatever
Who
your
said that?
plans are.
Fucking
I don't know.
governor?
I
have to imagine the government. That sounds like something a liberal type person would say for sure, because it's so
and
dumb.
also this too. Fuck that one bitch, Michelle Tafoya. You know what I mean? She's garbage. She's trash. You know what I mean? She couldn't wait to get off the NFL to speak all that hate. So I was like, dude, you're a respected sideline journalist or whatever you is, right? Or you were.
Yeah.
And we've welcomed you into our homes and all this shit. And as soon as she gets off her deal, she's like, it's like, dude, you want to call everyone? You might as well say the words that you really, truly, truly feel. Because, the only thing that's missing from your outfit right now is a fucking Klansman hood. Like, this is crazy, like, the way that she talks. You know what I mean? So, fuck that bitch. So, yeah, any other last words besides that? I'm going to be masked up. No matter what. I'm going to be masked up for the next 4 years. Straight up. You know what I mean? That's me.
Yeah.
I don't believe in any of this. A truce with COVID?
Yeah. So stay safe out there, obviously. And whatever you decide to do,
Oh man.
I mean, there's nothing we can really do about it.
Yeah. There's nothing. It's not if, it's when you get it. That's what it is now. So, but I know it's just rumors. Well, how do you guys feel about Tom Brady having his one last ride here in the Bay Area?
That's what I brought up last week. Or the last episode.
Exactly.
That's what I brought up. So what do you think now?
Like what I think now?
Yeah.
MAGA twin powers activate.
At least Tom Brady hides it better, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have another excuse to post my Tom Brady photo. I only post that photo when he wins the Super Bowl. You know what I'm talking about, Ron? The photo I always put Brady, the shirtless Brady photo, the black and white one. I was gonna post it because he retired, but it was like, oh, I don't know if he's really retired, so I'm holding off on posting it. But if he plays for the Niners, like,
It's funny that
I'll post it every game.
it's funny that he's saying that if he comes back, he doesn't want to come here because they still hold a grudge.
Yeah, I read
But
that.
that's what's hella funny. It's like a grudge that they didn't sign him 2 years ago, or a grudge that they didn't draft his ass. So it's like, which one is it? Is it both? Is it either or? What's going on?
No, man, let the Half Blood Prince start.
Let's be honest though. If fucking if the great TB, right? If this guy were to, I mean, would you guys be happy with that?
I mean,
I don't really care.
at this point,
I'm not excited for it.
So instead of, because you know how everyone's on fucking Trey Lance's fucking dick right now. That everyone's like, oh well, if Tom Brady has to come here, you know, he'd at least be learning under him. But other people are like, well, he'd have to wait another year. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of, I don't know. You know, one thing that taught me watching that Joe Montana documentary, again, that's on Peacock. If you guys haven't seen it, it's fucking awesome. San Francisco and their organization have been fucking up quarterbacks' lives for fucking years.
mhm.
You know what I mean? That's the one thing that I can't get with is like, dude, you you know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna share my screen, Ron. Hold on.
it's a toxic environment. You know. All right, here we go.
Yes. Right here. Look at that. Fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
enlarge that for the people right there. Is there any way you could? It's horrible.
Yes. There you go.
I love how it
Touchdown.
barely covers his nipple too. They give you
That's
a
right, dude.
slice of the nipple right there.
This is my thing. I think they should just spend their money on fixing the right side of the offensive line, and then we'll be fine. And then any quarterback can survive back there. That's where I would spend the money on. Extend Debo, extend Magabosa, and then just bring in whatever or bring back whatever free agents you need and fix it offensive line. That's all I ask for. I don't care what quarterback's back there. So
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now too.
just as long as they don't get hurt.
Blood Prince.
Blood Prince.
All right. Any other last thoughts before we get up out of here?
Nah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here. This is a Hub 408, episode 133. We are out of here. Catch us next week. Again, Jay Jericho, Jopsimus Prime, Ninja Iceberg. Get me Ron Sara. We're out of here, y'all. Peace. KMA.